I'm on live. I'm on a live. Give me a few minutes. Hello, hello, hello. All right, guys. So if someone can say hello to me, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I want to make sure you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? If someone can hear me, just say hello. Oh, all right. So I wanted to just do a live real quick just to go over a few things in terms of your SBA and some of you guys that have done the business credit. If that you guys have any questions in reference to business credit or the SBA, the grant and everything that's going on. So I just wanted to jump on real quick and answer a few questions. I do want to take the time to also state that, I do appreciate all you guys' support. Um, you guys, being subscribers of the channel. However, there are a few of you guys that are out there. If that you are not ready to take care of business and you're having a bad morning, or you're having problems with your husband or your spouse or whatever is going on, please compartmentalize. Take care of your personal problems first, and then, when you're ready to take care of business, absolutely reach out to me. I am available, but I absolutely will not take attitudes and just, being a mean person, period. I'm not here to be a therapist or counselor. I'm here on the channel to give information on business credit, business funding, and that's it. So anyone who has personal problems and you want to reach out to me before you resolve those personal problems, please do so before you reach out to me, because honestly, I don't have the time for it, nor do I have the patience. All right, so moving along, let's get into the SBA grants and loans. So if you guys have any questions, please ask away. In reference to the grants, the grant money has actually been dissolved. 20 billion was allocated to grant money. So if you have not gotten your grant money, then there is no more grant money as of right now. The only way that you can get funding is through the SBA EDIL loan. And I'm understanding that SBA, in terms of healthcare, so if you're in the healthcare industry or you're in the school industries, those companies are getting ready to get pretty large funding. So if you are in those industries, you might want to begin submitting your application if you have not done so already, because there's a certain amount of money that is allocated for schools and healthcare industries, and it's quite a large sum. So if you're not in that industry, and you haven't submitted your application yet, I mean, if you are in the industry and you haven't submitted your application yet, please do so, okay? Kevin wants to know, how do we get the loans forgiven? Okay, you're going to be able to get your loans forgiven by submitting all of your cost. So again, you want to make sure that you are paying your employees through through the loan. You also want to make sure that you're taking care of business expenses. Also, if you're taking care of office expenses, home office expenses, um, again, even your everyday activity, as long as you're taking care of business in that process, that's an expense. Like if I travel and I'm going to, meet with a private client to do training or to do hands-on, like I can literally write my travel off because that is a business expense. If I am taking a client out to lunch, I can actually write that expense off because it is a business expense. Of course, traveling back and forth to your office, you have to use your money to put gas in your car. That can be seen or allocated as a business expense. So we just need to make sure that we keep very tight records in reference to our business expenses, what we're spending our money on. And there is a one-page application. I'm going to tag it on this video so that you guys can get familiar with the application and fill it out and turn it in with all of your expenses so that you can get 75% of your loan forgiven. Okay. Whew. You guys, I'm not even going to go into details, but let's see here. I mean, we're still getting fundings on loans. It's just that a lot of money is being allocated for healthcare services, agricultural, and also schools. So if you are in those three industries and you have not submitted your application, you might want to do so because there is a lot of funding coming down the pipelines. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Kevin. Hello, Dwayne. How are you? All right. So again, the applications, I will link it on my down below once I'm finished with this video. But I honestly just wanted to jump on here to say I appreciate all of you guys and your support. However, I'm not going to accept abuse from anyone. So if you, again, have unresolved issues before you reach out to me, please, maybe go give yourself a timeout and, learn how to talk to adults. Learn how to talk to people because your problem is not my problem. So I'm venting a little bit, but I'm still here to assist my loyal followers and subscribers and supporters. I so appreciate you guys' help. Oh, well, thank you, 24 Karat. I appreciate the compliment. You can absolutely, I'll leave my contact link below for you. So those of you, let's talk a little bit about those of you who might be getting applications and your application does say denied. Okay. It is not the end of the world if your application was denied. If your application was denied due to credit reasons, then you have 90 days to appeal the application. And I'm going to leave a link down below so that you know where to send your email so that your email can be, so that your application can be appealed. You can actually, 90 days is literally enough time to wipe your credit. So if you got declined based on your credit, then you can actually do a wash on your credit and then reappeal that decision. Also, a lot of you guys have multiple businesses. Now, as an entrepreneur, we normally have, up to 5 businesses. And if you submitted an application on your second business and received an email basically stating that you have multiple applications, that doesn't mean anything other than that you need to return the email and basically explain to the processor, because it goes through an automated system with SBA. You have to explain to the processor that this is a completely different business. It has its own separate EIN number. It has its own separate business address. It has its own staff and employees. So they just need to understand, SBA just needs to understand that it's a completely separate business and that you're not submitting the same application for a prior business that you previously submitted. Once they understand that this is an absolute separate business, because they're tying the decisions based upon you, your personal information. So once they understand that this is a completely separate business, then they will go ahead and fund you for that second business. So if you were getting a multiple application submission reply back to a second application, then you're perfectly fine. You just need to take the time to explain to SBA that this is a separate business that operates all on its own. Are there any questions, guys? Questions? You guys know I don't stay on here very long. I just wanted to jump on a live and address, a small concern that I had in reference to poor, conversation or poor etiquette, when it comes to dealing with people sometimes. Okay, guys. I'm not sure if there are any other questions out there, but I definitely wanted to let you guys know not to give up. If you're getting a decline, if you're getting a decline based on your credit, do a sweep on your credit. You have 90 days to appeal it, and I'm going to provide the email where you can appeal that decision. And if you're getting a multiple reply on a second application that you submitted because you have a second business, then go ahead and just clarify, upload, a copy of your EIN and business license and articles and explain this is a completely separate business. So I don't know about you guys, but I literally have 5 different businesses. So it's quite normal for entrepreneurs to have more than one business. Oh, thank you, Curvy Self. I appreciate the compliment. All right. So outside of that, in the meantime, again, this is mainly regarding the SBA. If you are going to submit your applications for SBA for schools, for healthcare, and for agricultural, again, there's a ton of money coming down the pipelines. You want to make sure that you submit your application for those industries if that you are in that industry. Now, okay, so I know I haven't done a video in a very long time, and I'm just going to give you guys just a little bit of information on the business credit. So if we have established all of our business accounts, the 5 business accounts, then the next account that you do want to try and establish. Oh, this is very important, guys, before moving to the second phase of your business credit. You want to make sure that you go into the companies and you want to register your business as a business, just so you are recognized first before you even apply for an account. Like I know Chase Rewards, if you go in and you register your business under Chase under Chase Rewards, then they'll recognize you as a business and a business owner once you do start applying for the business Chase card. So prior to applying for any accounts, that's ExxonMobil, that's Shell, that's Amazon, that's Wells Fargo, and then Chase. Before you apply, make sure that you go in and you register the business under the reward program, because that's going to help them recognize you as a business owner and that you're in their system and you're conducting business with them. They're also more than likely going to send you an invite, which makes the process a lot easier. So before you go to the next phase in applying for installment or revolving accounts, you definitely want to register for the rewards program as a business owner. Okay, so the process will be a lot smoother for you. That's perfectly fine, Dwayne. You can reach out to me. Absolutely, no problem. All right, guys. Do you guys have any further questions? I know it's been forever since I've been on my channel, but I've been super slammed, super busy, and I have had some delays in my process because, of COVID, having to relocate to the house and, not having staff available to assist me there at home. You don't know if they're actually working or if they're actually asleep. So, but nonetheless, I do appreciate all you guys' patience with me and our services. All right, so if there will be no other questions, you guys, please, send me a chat, DM me. I'm on Instagram. Whatever you might need some assistance with, I am available, and I'm available for people that actually know how to make you feel good when you speak to them and give them advice. Like, please, ladies, and I'm referring this to ladies because I've never had this issue with men. Please do not call me if you are having problems with your personal life and you have an attitude. Your attitude does not work on me. I'm sorry. So you'll have to take that somewhere else. Outside of that, I am going to let you guys have a wonderful and hopefully a productive day. And I will be in touch with you all soon. Oh, well, thank you, Kimmy. Kimmy, I appreciate that. I appreciate the compliment. I will do my very best to continue uploading information for you guys. Again, I've been swamped, but I'm becoming more and more available. So as I get information, I will definitely reach out to you guys and try to get you guys as much information as possible so that you guys can stay updated and informed. Until next time, please subscribe. Like my videos, guys. It helps with my algorithm. And share the video if there's someone that could use the information. Touched was declined by 2. Okay, why? What was the reason you were declined? Well, inside of the portal, inside the portal. Oh, well, thank you, Dwayne. That's very nice of you. I like the hearts and the flowers. If you log into the portal, there's a tab where you can click on the email, like email the support services. You might want to email them just to find out why you were declined twice. Also, guys, if you have to go above and beyond SBA customer service, you might want to reach out to the ombudsman in your state. So I'm going to also put the information below, so that way the ombudsman oversees SBA because they are a government agency. So if you're not getting any resolution, then you want to reach out to the ombudsman and, explain to them what is going on. If you feel like you were, denied, unfairly, you would reach out to your local ombudsman and explain your, your process, the application, and what's going on. And they will oversee SBA's decision and possibly reverse or help them to reverse that decision. So SBA does not like the ombudsman, reviewing them or reviewing their work. So if you're not getting it done, you might want to reach out to the ombudsman. And I'm going to leave a link down below so that you guys can get that information as well. Also, okay, Kimmy, if you are trying to apply for SBA as a contractor, independently self-employed, then you want to there's a tab when you go in the application. I believe it's the second or third tab. You want to just click on self-employed, and you would simply apply that way. There's an option for corporations. There's an option for self-employed. So you want to just click on self-employed or sole proprietor. All right, guys, you barely reach me. So if you have any questions, spill it now. I'm here and I can, more than likely answer the question. No? All right, guys. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys on my next video. I definitely do plan to upload some new videos and more informative content for you. So until then, you guys take care, stay safe, and God bless.